We at Sofi Filtration want to ensure that mineral recovery is maximized in the world while producing clean water for recycling purposes in mining. Ooh, so firstly, I was told that I'm not a credible entrepreneur, so suck it. And then, I have an extensive academic background, and I've always wanted to see what the private sector is like. And when that door opened, I figured, this is now the time to go through that door. If I don't, I'll never do it. So far, have not regretted it a day, although it is tough at times. We have a brilliant advisory board, so 4 people from different industries. We have advisors from Kone, Uniper, Deutsche Telekom, and Stora Enso. So people are not from our industry, which is great because we don't have, competitive issues within the board work. What I really appreciate about them is that they come from diverse functions from the corporate world. So they have different backgrounds, different experiences, and they can contribute in a wide sort of range of things that we struggle with in our business. And they're all really great people. So it's really, really amazing to work with them. And they're in this really great way demanding that they ask us to focus on those strategic, long-term issues, whereas I tend to be, in my day-to-day, in my head all the time, in my regular daily job. So when we come together, it's all about, the long-term, the strategic, the targets, how do we get there? And that makes me also spend time on those themes. Yeah, so not a lot of startups necessarily have a lot of industry advice. So that in itself is a major benefit to get that industrial experience and view into your business. Also an external view, I think is really important. But we've had some really concrete action points from our advisory board meetings, go through these calculations, do this with the customer. We're going through a transformation of our business model, so also on how do we transition from CapEx sales to service sales. So a lot of these people have experience on one or the other, or sometimes both of them. So that guidance in this path has been extremely valuable for us. And they're very encouraging as well. And we're in a tough business. This is not an easy thing to do. So to have that encouragement from them is also something that keeps me going every day, even when it feels tough. Yeah, so particularly, I think the service business development, how to co-create that model together with our customers, because it is something we have never done before. But we're now going into preparation of our growth strategy, and because of their diverse backgrounds, I have high expectations on them being able to contribute to that. Of course, they can also act as a reference for us for particular, potential investors, potential new customers, because they have intimate understanding of our business and how we work. So all those together, I think, are a major contributor for us in the program. Oh, one advice. So obviously, cut the bullshit. Is just like there doesn't have to be a honeymoon. Just get into the business very, very quickly. Be demanding of your entrepreneur in actually, divulging that information. You need a big picture in order for you to go into details and to be able to work together with your entrepreneur. Also, ask them to spend that time, those 2 hours on those strategic long-term things instead of being caught up in those day-to-day problems we all struggle with. So I think those would be some of the advice I would give, starting AB members.